Yeah, do it harder.
Good morning and
Morning.
welcome. It's Friday. Thank Mother of Sweet Divine Holy Jesus. So this has been a long week. We said this yesterday, but it's been a long week. It's Friday the 19th of January. It's very wet and cold outside again this morning. We can see further icy stretches in places in some parts this morning. I got some massive downpour of hailstone on the way in earlier on. We're going to see more of that today. Wintry showers expected again, and highs today of around 6 or 7 degrees. But just be aware, it's quite cold and wet outside in the roads again this morning. We've made it.
We made it. That ping on my phone was my phone telling me that Kerry's Full Breakfast are live.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I forgot to put it on silent this morning.
So you've liked our page of it?
I've liked our page, finally.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all right. It's an okay page.
It's grand, it's not the best page, but it'll do, you know.
So we're a little bit sleepy as usual. It's nothing unusual for us, but Andy's a tiny bit sick.
Yeah, hence the scarf and hat. I'm just a bit, it's just catching up on me now. But it's all good. It's all good. Lads, I'm a trooper. I came to work. Do you know what I mean? Anyway.
A little cold, kind of.
Yeah, a small bit,
feeling a bit miserable and...
You're supposed to look after me.
Yeah. Some of the trends this morning on Twitter, last night and this morning, one of them is Micheál Martin, and the reason for that is that the Fianna Fáil leader announced yesterday that he is backing a repeal of the Eighth Amendment, which could be a big deal, I think, for him as leader. It's good for him as leader, I think, that he's come out quite strongly about it now, but also big, I think, in the battle for Middle Ireland, which is going to be a huge deal when it comes to this referendum. So that's the top trend in Ireland. Derry Girls, the Channel 4 comedy, which we've yet to watch.
I've watched the first episode. Yeah. It's very good.
And really good.
Very good.
Hearing brilliant things about this, and I really can't wait. So it's about a group of girls growing up during the Troubles. It's supposed to be absolutely gas. So I'm going to get into that. I think pretty sure it's something I'm going to like. That's another trend in Ireland, and Peter Crouch is trending.
Yeah, this is a mad one.
This is mad. Chelsea want Peter Crouch. The Stoke striker is said to be the target of a move to Chelsea.
Yeah, they made a short list of players, and Andy Carroll is not going to happen. But I saw some of the other names on the list. Eden Dzeko's there as well. Basically, anybody who's ridiculously tall seems to be on their list. So it's obviously something to do with a style of play. But Peter Crouch, I must admit, was a surprise.
So we're safe.
I think we're safe, yeah.
This is me in flats, by the way. Now I'm in flat boots today.
And this is me in heels.
I'm usually in flats, actually, in our videos. Peter Crouch is responsible for one of my favourite quotes of all time.
Yes, yeah.
Every time I see him or hear him or see him trending, I think of this quote, and it was that he was asked once, if you weren't a footballer, what would you be? And he said, a virgin.
His wife just had a baby last week as well.
His wife is the biggest babe in the world.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Oh my God, she's unreal.
Did you know, by the way, he was trending last week in England for the wrong reasons. Now, I didn't see any problem with this, but Peter already has 2 kids, okay?
Yeah.
With his wife,
Abby.
So they have 2 girls, I think, or they've definitely got 1 girl. But their first son was born last week, okay?
Okay, yeah.
And he tweeted, "The heir to the throne, ladies and gentlemen," and a picture of the new baby. And then there was war about, what about your other child and this, that, and the other. I don't think people saw the funny side at all.
He was
not that he'd care either, but
joking.
Yeah, he was joking, of course, but it was just people were outraged for the most ridiculous reason. But anyway, so yeah, Chelsea bound apparently. We'll see how that develops over the next 12 days till the end of the deadline.
Is, he plays all the time for Stoke, right?
Yeah.
He's not going to play all the time for Chelsea. He's going to play an odd time.
But you know what though, to his credit, and I wouldn't advise this, if I was an advisor for soccer players, I wouldn't advise this on anyone. But he's probably coming towards the end. He's probably going to get a nice pay packet here, so why not? But I would never encourage any player in any sport to go to that team and just live out your retirement. Screw that.
Now I suppose it all depends on money. I suppose I'm sure he has plenty of money already, but maybe he can really sort himself out forever with a move to Chelsea.
Likely,
And maybe as well, like there's obviously a lot of attached to being a Chelsea player. Maybe he sees himself in that jersey.
Maybe.
And, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, they're the big trends this morning.
The papers this morning talk about the top trend, which was Micheál Martin, and Martin backs repeal of law on abortion. He stunned his party yesterday when he came out with his stance. 240 homeowners told to pay €2.25 million in for defects. That's also on the front page there this morning. In the Irish Daily Mail, then, now killer drink driver goes free. That's also on the front page, and again a picture of Micheál Martin and the story about the abortion referendum there yesterday. In the Times Ireland edition, Levy plan to tackle home crisis in disarray. There's also a picture of one of the players from Bandon School yesterday. They won. It's a great photograph. Yeah, they won in the rugby yesterday, but it's a fantastic shot on the front page there this morning. And also, by the way, their sports section has the hypocrisy of leaving Zebo out of the Ireland squad. Still a lot of people going on about it, but I think we knew 2 months ago, the Simon Zebo wasn't going to be in the Irish squad. And then the Irish Times, same story. Fianna Fáil leader stuns party with stance on abortion. Abuse claim not used to discredit McCabe is another headline there. And low levels of religious practice among trainee teachers, a study has found, also in the Irish Times front page there this morning as well. Again, not a huge surprise there in the papers. What's the weekend plans? Are you doing anything special this weekend?
The weekend plans, nothing major this weekend now. It's that we're getting paid, like most of you guys, I would say, next week.
Yeah.
As in today week.
Yeah.
And so this will be a kind of lean weekend where I'll tell myself I'm doing it because, I just need to stay healthy. There'll be no going out.
Yeah.
And I'll,
watch out for her Snapchat tomorrow night.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh. The plan at the moment is that I'm not going to go out. If you'd like to follow me on Snapchat, Kins2904 is my Snapchat name.
Wow, impressive.
Thanks, I remembered it. I learned it off over Christmas. And I possibly will be out tomorrow night, but the official line is I'm not going out. How's that?
Do you have any friends, right? So you would say straight up, lads, I'm not going out this weekend, I'm staying in.
Yeah.
But is there that one friend that if they text you and said, a couple of drinks, you'd be like, oh, go on, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend like that as well, Jim, who's probably watching this. Morning, Jim. Jim would text you at 9:30 on a Saturday.
Jim, it's Jim for me as well. Yeah.
Jim would be in work at around. He texts normally about 9:30 on a Saturday, which means he's been in work for half an hour, and you just get the simple. It just says pints ?
And you always fall for that one.
And it's nearly go on,
Jim's class though, is Jim like Fun Bobby kind of?
Yeah, without the problem bit.
Sorry. Yeah. I thought it was fun. Now we're talking today as well on the show. We better get moving. Actually, it's 5 to. We're talking today on the show about life's little luxuries. Now, this is something we've definitely talked about on Kerry's for Breakfast before, but it's popped up again online, and people are chatting about the little things that make you happy. Yeah,
so there's a couple of new entries in the list, and I'll give you an example of one of them. I read there earlier on this morning. On the list is unexpected mobile coverage. So, for instance, you go to an area where we don't expect to get 3G or 4G or whatever, and the next thing you get it, and you're like, yes.
Yeah.
That's one of the things.
I agree with that one. Or as well, you check into a hotel and they've got a little card on the table or in the bedside locker that says free Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah,
and you're
and
like,
the Wi-Fi code.
Nice.
And actually, can I add to that because it might be in the list? I'll check it.
Oh, and it's good Wi-Fi.
Decent Wi-Fi. Yeah,
it's decent. Yeah.
I prefer going to a hotel when they say that you've got free Wi-Fi and they just give you a code to type in, as opposed to you log in, you have to give your email address, your details. That. Like, I just want to get online. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway,
I just want to get online privately and securely
while I'm in my hotel room with no one watching.
Clear the browsers.
Awkward. Right, listen. So we're going to do that life's little luxury. So tell us, what's the little thing that when it happens to you, you kind of go, that's nice. That's a great feeling now. Yeah. So one of those little things. It could be like one of the ones we said there. I'm sure there's a lot of technology related ones as well. So let us know. Text or WhatsApp us 083 300 3300 or leave a comment here as well.
Really fresh bread.
Oh,
yeah.
savage.
I had some O'Sullivan's bread yesterday. They sent us stuff before Christmas. I mentioned it, and I love it. Oh my God, their white slice pan. The crust is so crusty, and the white bit is so soft. Yeah. Do you know what I had? I hadn't had one for years. A tomato sandwich. Because I used to love tomato sandwiches when I was a kid.
You just went down in my estimation.
I know. I didn't have any crisps.
I had a problem with tomato sandwiches because when you're going to school, they make them soggy. So
this was freshly made. I ate it within 10 seconds of making it. So beautiful. Really thin slices of tomato. Lots of salt.
Right, we're rambling now.
We really are.
We've got a busy show lined up, so we're about to go live. We must go and get coffee now. So have a good day and have a good weekend, all right? Morning.